Has there been no improvement?
She's only peace negotiations. What a ridiculous notion.
Just look at them.
I shall sacrifice the two tarts tonight for her.
This will be a day to remember. A most auspicious day, as foretold by the Three. With help of this great Roman general, we finally reach an understanding and turn this most unfortunate conflict into an opportunity for our people. Let us now sign this treaty and begin this new era. No longer will we live our lives in fear. I believe my friend would like to say a few words to commemorate this occasion. Well said. For the sake of our people, that must be the goal we ever strive towards. Let us drink to our...
Death to the traitors!
Finally, this tedious charade was starting to wear on me.
Apollo guides your hand, old man.
Asclepius guides my hand. He who knows how to heal naturally knows how to kill. almost at the end of this, it seems.
My people have picked up the trail. Go find their hideout and deal with them.
They went through that door straight ahead. Good luck.
Stop right there! You! I don't recognize you.
Worthy of the arena. This is all too easy.
Who's there? Get away from me!
Why you are still standing?
Is that the last of them? Truly.
Salve, Felix. How are you today?
Thank you for asking, Aquilinus. I would describe myself as amused.
You despicable snake!
Careful, Kenturio. He looks fragile.
I don't care!
I will break his face gladly.
Do what you want. You have achieved nothing. I am but an instrument to death's will. Besides, who's going to believe you, Legate? What do I get in return? Put yourself in my place for a moment. It doesn't matter if my actions were justified. The Senate will crucify me for what I've done. And if I don't cooperate? What? Will you kill me? Seems like a lose-lose situation to me.
An interesting conundrum indeed. However, if you intend to not testify at all, keeping you alive is a useless action. In fact, one advantage of killing you would be to experience the relief of revenge achieved, however temporarily.
What?
He's threatening you. Politely.
Is that all you can offer me? Threats? So you do recognize my skills? Huh. Very well. I agree. But I will choose the people I want to work with. What do you want to know? Irrelevant. They were mercenaries. I hired them on Consul Vitellius's behalf. You are so obsessed with your family and your own career. You can't see the big picture. Take a step back. We did not risk a war with Gaul. The war was the goal. Don't get me wrong. The consul hoped your death would start the war. Unfortunately for him, you are exceptionally good at eluding death. But your survival turned out to be a boon in the grand scheme of things. I may as well tell you that I don't believe Vitellius Lurco could have won this war without you. He still blames you for his brother's death, you know. It's not like you held the knife that took Scaevola's life, but you did leave Lurco with an impossible choice. It was either his family or his loyalty to Rome. Unlike you, he chose Rome. It is quite simple, actually. The consul thinks Rome has grown too complacent, too sluggish. It takes an eternity to reach any decisions in the Senate. And while arrogant senators spend valuable time and resources practicing their art of rhetorics, our enemies mobilize. Our glorious republic controls a vast territory, but that also means our enemies are numerous. The moment they band together, Rome will be doomed. Vitellius Lurco is a man of action. He is not afraid to bend the law for the benefit of the people. People like him are born to lead. But our system never bestows them the power to do so.
Unless?
Unless Rome is in a crisis. That would necessitate the appointment of a dictator. A consul with extraordinary power, whose sole objective is saving Rome. He is a visionary. A selfless man devoted to a singular and brilliant cause. I admire him from afar. I am more of a practical man.
Well done. It is impressive to see your elite Praetorian Guard at work. Now that you have what you need, proving conclusively it wasn't we who attacked your people, I am sure you can take your legions and leave.
Is this what she promised you? She can't do that. She doesn't have the power. Even if she did, there is no way we can retreat. Rome was attacked, and it needs to save face.
I am sure she can find a way. That is not good enough. I shall give you some time to consider your problem. Come up with a way to stop this war, and I will hand your witness over to you. Until then, he will be our esteemed guest. Now, kindly leave my city. For this time, it is your turn to bring me good news. When you are defeated, pray to your ancestors that I hold more sway over my people than you do over yours.
All right. That didn't turn out the way I expected. I guess the next time we're coming back here, it'll be with a couple of legions.
Why start with Gallia? When we're done with this place, we should conquer
All is
Britannia
well, I hope.
too.
The consul has had that town completely walled in.
Have you seen it for yourself? Is it true they built 2 walls?
Domina.
They feared a Gallic relief army attacking their rear.
All within a wall. Mad.
The consul has requested that you join him at the siege of Alesia. Legio Ferrata has been erecting fortifications. Of course, Legate. They're not as experienced or disciplined as VIXI, but they know how to build a sturdy wall at least. Hopefully our legions will be able to fight more or less independently. Our legionari have no wish to mingle with those Ferrata men. This will surely be the final strike of the campaign. Once Alesia is taken, the Gauls will be broken, and we will return to Rome directly. If you have any more business to attend to here in Gaul, you should get it out of the way first.
Are we?
Our way, Legate.
I was hoping you would come over.
Look at this pathetic excuse for fortifications. How could these barbarians ever hope to stand against the might of Rome?
They may look primitive, Consul, but I assure you, this city's defenses are formidable. We will need to be clever about this.
As Callida says, it's a well-defended city. The walls are quite high and sturdy, and they make good use of natural terrain. It reminds me of Algeria in some ways. Legio Ferrata has worked day and night to encircle Alesia with walls and trenches. The aim is to prevent them escaping.
I wonder how we may use this trench to our advantage.
There's a river flowing nearby, so they have access to a nigh-infinite source of water. That being said, Vercingetorix has over 6,000 troops garrisoned in Alesia. No city can support that for long.
A prolonged siege is out of the question. 6,000 barbarians stand no chance against our legions. Let's make this a spectacular end to my campaign. Very well. I trust your instincts on this, Legate.
As you command. Legio VIXI will form an elite team to quickly take out the strongest defenders.
But I don't think you should lead this spearhead, Legate. Everyone's attention will be on that group. Remember Calcedon? If we can get a team inside the city again while everyone's eyes are on the front gate, think of the mess we could make.
I like this plan. It's bold, and the Gauls will not expect such deception from us. Make it happen.
There's one more problem, Legate. We know the Gauls will come to the aid of their king. Do we have a plan for dealing with their reinforcements? Details are sketchy. But it looks like the entirety of Gallia is taking up arms to save their king. We can't ignore them. The lesser chieftains who swore fealty to Vercingetorix. I do not expect anything tactically impressive from them, but even a disorganized assault would harm our plans. They would have to attack our rear. We could deal with an attack from one side, but Vercingetorix is no fool. He may launch an assault from inside at the same time.
Trapped between two Gallic forces. We may have great difficulties indeed.
Vercingetorix is a good tactician. I sensed it at once. He will not miss that kind of opportunity.
The trench is deep enough to slow them down, but I doubt it'll stop them. I'm afraid for that, we may need divine intervention.
Or a lot of water.
There's that glint in your eye again. You have a crazy idea, don't you?
Whenever I come up with a brilliant idea, you call it crazy, but I think this will work. We simply lure them in and redirect the river into the trench. The Consul's Legion built a small dam between the trench and the river. That can easily be destroyed.
It would work, and I would love to see it.
You people worry far too much. Put your faith in the impeccable discipline and courage of our legionari. We will prevail.
Of course, Consul. Whatever the Gauls throw at us, our men will withstand.
Right. Well, many duties await me elsewhere. Good luck to you. I'll see you again on the field of battle.
Blustering fool.
Good. Now that he is gone, we can speak more freely.
Did you notice how eager he was about Callida's plan? That involves putting ourselves in as much danger as possible?
So it has come to this. We're helping our enemies now.
We are doing our jobs. Vercingetorix left us with no choice.
I'm sure we can find a way to perform our duty and still not help our enemies. I'm pretty sure they'll try to take him out, just like they got rid of Claudius Tranquillus.
Reaching him in the middle of a massive assault on the city, and getting him out alive will be no simple feat.
I have no problem with that.
Well, I do. They may be serving a villain, but that's simply their duty. Killing a consul's personal guards will be a grave criminal offense. Then I will defend myself.
It would be unfortunate if one of them perishes by our hands. That could give Lurko reason to prosecute us. Doubtful. I believe he simply wants us to stop the attack. That's not something we can do.
That will be difficult, but we can try.